baby don't mess around because she loves me so, and this I know for sure. But does she really wanna? But can't stand to see me walk out the door. Don't try to fight the feeling, cause the thought alone is killing me right now. Thank God for mom and dad for sticking two together, cause we don't know how. You think you got it, oh, you think you got it, but got it, just don't get it if there's nothing at all. We've been together, oh, we've been together, but separate's always better when there's feelings involved. It's what they say is, then what makes, then what makes, then what makes, then what makes, then what makes love exception. So why, oh, why, oh, why, oh, why,
All right, welcome, cuties. Happy Tuesday. How are you guys? Let's be clear. And Beatrice is saying how warm it is in South Carolina, 80 degrees. It is 70 here in Vegas. So I'm excited. I wish it could stay like this all year. But drop down in the comments and let me know where you guys are tuning in from. Hello to my little sis, Trending. Trending say she is at work, but she being spectacular, child. Thank you, little sis, for dropping in the chat. All right, let me say some quick hellos, and then we are going to get started. If you guys did not hit the like button yet, please go ahead and hit the like button for me. We're going to be talking about the hypocrisy, child. And Debbie, call me after this live. We're going to be talking about the hypocrisy. And look, I promise you guys, since I started my channel, I wish that it just didn't seem like to me every video or damn near that I make, I am pointing out the hypocrisy, audacity, and all those T's, child. But we're going to get into a little bit of that when we get to our Huntsville happenings. Yeah. But let me scroll up. First of all, is this Tanya B? Is this you? You baby? No, you didn't change your name. Why are you guys like this? Like for real? Why did you change your name to Tisha's White Pastors Anniversary Dinner Stockings? I cannot. I I cannot. You say Tisha says she's blessed and highly favored, and her white going to the pastor's anniversary dinner, child. Baby, well, child, I wish I would have had a full picture of that dress. That's what it was giving. It was giving exactly exactly what you have here. They celebrating pastor, child. You know, the mother's board in all white stockings, shoes, everything, child. Hey, Sammy. Y'all a mess. Thank you for that message. Real quickly, before I get into, child, I'm over here. Okay, hold on. I want to show you guys, because I only posted it for the Cutie Crew members. For the Cutie Crew members, it's too early, let's be clear. It's too early, sis. For the Cutie Crew members, if anybody wants to, well, 4 of you, if you want to be involved in the raffle, let me show everybody else, child. Lori L. is absolutely amazing, okay? And this is her creation. So if you want to, and I hope you guys do, if not, I'm just gonna cash app her a couple dollars. If you want to get on the list and pick a number for this raffle for this beautiful wreath and garland, do you guys see how amazing this is? I'm gonna have to remember this, L'Oreal, if you listening around Christmas time. I would love it. But Valentine's Day, I want to give the opportunity to 4 Cutie Crew members. So if you want to get in on the raffle, put it on the chat. It's in the chat. And then I'll cash app you. I think it's $15 per slot. I'll cash app 4 people. And you guys see the link to L'Oreal's Facebook page. And hurry up, hurry up. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it beautiful, Miss Texas? My goodness. L'Oreal is here. You are welcome, sis. Absolutely amazing. So, yeah, but as far as me and my donation, that is for the Cutie Crew. So let me know, let me know. How many minutes we're in? We're in 6 minutes. Let me scroll up and say some hellos. I see Gloria, Lionel, the legend of the Maz, Linda Gamble, Miss E. Barstar, and Dog Lady. Rose is here. Hey, Rose. Dog Lady, Sweet Laverne, Pretty Eyes, Lavinia, Bobette, Aunt Debbie, 32 Shots is here. Hey, 32 Shots. Gia, Peggy, Victoria, Z Frenchie, Flower Bloom. Oh, child, I need to swallow or something. I'm trying to talk all quiet, fast. Pretty Eyes. Thank you, Dog Lady. I hope you are as well. Let's see. We getting down. We getting down. Beatrice again. Yeah, we're gonna get into Dustin, Beatrice. We're gonna get into Dustin and Carlos. Let's see. Couple more. Peggy, thank you for hitting the like button. Sharna is here. Patricia G, Dorothy, T Rena, Mec, Sharna. Let's see. Dolores, Sharon. Okay, I got about 1 more minute. Sharon, SD. Let's be clear. Bridget, oh, my little sis again. Trendon, CD. T Gordon. Sonia. Miss Lady J. Charlene, V Jackson. V Jackson, we sorry about that peer pressure from the other night, child. It was so funny. Barbara, Overcomer, I am. Sharon G, I think I got you. Juan D is here. Ophelia, my degree is real. Okay, 30 seconds. Angela Richardson, Gloria Chop, 28 degrees. Ooh, chow. Let's see. Mama 2. Okay. Oh, I see you guys putting. I wish I would have started down here. I see you guys representing where you're from. I see Texas, Atlanta, Delaware, New York, H-Town, STL, Midwest represent. Bobette is in Florida, Illinois. Okay, we got to get started. You guys know, again, it's raining. Really, my dream spot is San Diego to live. It really, really is. But if I did not say your name, my apologies. We got to get started with this live. Thank you guys again for joining me. I do like to recognize the cuties that stop by. You know, some people be having issues with that, like don't say hello to anybody. You know, but let's get started. We're gonna start off real quickly. I only have 2 hot topics that I want to discuss with you guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that copyright disclaimer up, and I'm also going to share the copyright overlay. And I will be sharing 2 things as far as hot topics. This first one, I'm not sure if you guys heard, and this is covered under fair use and under Section 107 of the Copyright Act. You know, Chrishan and Blueface, they've been a little quiet. Chrishan was once in jail. She's been released. Blueface is still there. But there is this guy. Oh, I'm sorry. There was A guy named Ronnie Doe. That's his nickname. I think his real name was Cameron or something like that. Oh, child, before I get to the mess, happy heavenly birthday to Rosa Parks. Black History Month is in full effect. So yeah, happy birthday to Rosa Parks. But back to Chrishan and Ronnie. Now, unfortunately, he was unalive last night. Pow Pow in Baltimore. And a lot of people feel like this is all alleged. I'm going to play you guys a little bit of this video, but he had been coming out saying that Chrishan's son was his. And they had a confrontation not too long ago in a mall, and he's been very vocal. A lot of people say that he's clout chasing. Let's go ahead and take a look, just at a couple seconds.
My gut says spin it one more time.
This him talking about the baby.
One more time. I get to Subway. I ain't gonna lie. I get heated. As soon as I walk in Subway, all I see is Junior straight dangling over Crystal arm. She got Junior hanging.
Look, may he rest in peace. Happy birthday, Dolores, I'm sorry. Look, may he rest in peace. A lot of people, even in this live video that was reshared, that he did in November, all they were doing was calling him a clout chaser. And, they said that he knew that he wasn't the father of Chrishan's son, and he's been clout chasing ever since. And allegedly, and we're going to move on, but allegedly, there was a scheduling of a DNA test for February the 10th. So that's what's going around. He demanded a DNA test from Chrishan, and it was scheduled for February the 10th. And he was unalived on February the 3rd. So that's, rest in, mimicking the baby even in that. Wow. Yeah. So that's that. Let's move on real quickly. I'm getting text messages and all of that good stuff that's throwing me off. But were you guys familiar with that story? Do you think, that's what I was thinking, Angela, that they can still get the DNA test? You know what I'm saying? Possible. Chrishan has denied that he, is the pappy. She said that he's blue faces 100%. But how volatile their relationship was, who knows? So again, I'm just going to say rest in peace. It's a lot that's going on around this story, a whole lot. And yeah, they trying to tie Chrishan's camp to this. You know what I mean? So, okay, Rose, you're familiar with it. All right, we're going to go ahead and get into another quick hot topics, and then we're going to get into our Huntsville happenings. But did you guys see? Let me stop sharing for a second. Did you guys look at Married to Medicine Sunday? Let me know. It was a hot mess when it comes to Quad, Dr. G, Sweet Tea, and King. Let me know if you guys don't watch Married to Medicine? Okay, I see a couple yips. Baby. Absolutely I watch. I wish I would have been doing more commentary, but I'll make sure to pick up on it now that Love and Marriage Huntsville is coming to a close. Their reunion and all of that will be coming up. And then definitely Real Housewives of Atlanta. I do too. Hania, I think it is. I love Quad too, but I love Mariah more. And I don't like the way Quad did Mariah. Whole different subject, whole different video. But baby, Quad was drunk as a skunk. Okay. And when you drunk, you speak your sober thoughts. So I'm going to play this clip from TikTok. Dr. G was bothered. Sweet Tea is delusional because your man's husband should have never gotten that upset when it comes to the ex-wife. But Quad showed some feelings as well when it comes to Dr. G. But for Sweet Tea to think, oh no, I don't think it was about her. I don't think that's what girl bye. I don't know about Sweet Tea. I know a lot of you guys are fans of Sweet Tea. It's not that I'm not a fan, but you know, come on now, Sweet Tea. But let's take a look. I'm gonna share this from TikTok because Bravo be tripping. So I'll say this in advance for the replay gang yang. If you happen to come here and this is muted, that means Bravo wanted me to remove it or mute it during this portion. But let's take a look. You guys put in the comments what you feel about Quad's. Okay, B said Quad embarrassed herself. Quad's display. Yes, she was drunk as a skunk. And look, King looked like he felt some type of way. But she was landed on thick when it comes to things that she didn't want while married to Dr. G, and then how things are being conducted now. So let's take a quick look, and then after this, we get into our Huntsville happiness. Let's see. All right, here we go.
Feature is okay. Quad and King.
I'm doing right and right.
Sleeping. She just falls asleep.
We can do a sleep study.
You get that ass asleep.
Contessa's husband went over there and they playing a little game. It was a couple strip. But the answer to that question, I can't even think of the doggone question now, was sleep. Something she do the most of. I don't know. But Dr. Contessa's husband went over there and said, Scott, that's because you putting her ass to sleep. And baby, Dr. G, Sweet Tea, if you're listening, he ain't like that. Okay. Let's continue.
You put
her out.
Okay. Oh, wait till the answer. No, I'm not gonna write down. Let me tell you something. This is my man.
Quiet, drunk as hell.
You're gonna jump in the pool. What's on and cool yourself out. God has prepared me for him. My life has changed.
Look at it.
She's still talking. Can we move on now? I love that Quad is talking, and I love y'all relationship. It's just awkward because Dr. G is
King rubbing her leg like chill out. Quad was drunk. Let's continue.
right behind you.
This is like a volcano. Before it erupts big, you get this little bit of smoke.
It's overflowing already.
No. But
It was overflowing, child.
A little bit of smoke starts coming out.
Yes,
His face has
Sam.
been smoking the entire night.
Yeah, this is his wife. I'm so uncomfortable for him.
Well, this is his wife.
Why?
She should be respected. Don't do that.
Well, Dr. G has not responded, so I'm just gonna go with he's not okay.
I don't have no problem with it. All right. It's not awkward for me. It should not be. I chose to end that marriage, and it's done. I am happy they are together, and I think they're a perfect fit. Listen, well, okay, you think so?
He wanted to marry.
Sweet Tea said he wanted it to end. No, he didn't at the time. Let's continue. Couple more minutes, guys.
He did not.
I didn't dose my bourbon properly.
Well, let me say something. I don't think there should be anyone who doesn't fight for their marriage. I mean, if you don't respect the institution of marriage. So I fought for my marriage, but that doesn't mean that was healthy at all. It got to a point where it's very unhealthy.
It's about to be on and popping. Keep looking, guys.
Not in the morning, not in the evening. It wasn't right. I'm not counting nobody's drinks. I think Quad and had a 7 too many at this point.
Quad was lit.
And so I think she is the perfect fit for my ex-husband. And I'm supporting this marriage all the way.
But we don't care what you think.
Okay, here you go. Here you go.
I mean, I'm not trying to go there. But you don't help people. You got a big mouth.
He said she got a big effing mouth.
I want you to be happy. Good, good.
That's being revealed.
Quad is sharing a lot. We can tell that she's getting a little loose, and it could be because
Almost
of the
done, guys.
or sparkling water, distilled water. Any type of water would be beneficial in this situation.
Okay, so he's uncomfortable. And baby,
You're really
I'm glad.
Now she just said, "Are you saying baby? That's botheredness number one." Yeah, he's saying baby to his wife. Quad was bothered. Let's continue.
What you want to be. Your man screaming at you. He's screaming at you.
You good. You good. You good. You be good.
Put in the chat while we watch. Was Dr. G out of pocket for the way that he was yelling at Sweet Tea? Put it in there while we finish. We got maybe another minute.
You be good.
Be good. He needs a value.
She's good. We're good.
My man would never speak to me like that. It's very loud.
I'm gonna tell you, don't talk to her.
So I feel like he was probably already upset at your presence.
Why?
Why? Yeah. I mean, you're with his ex-wife.
Everybody's good.
What an amazing night. The night's over.
Hold on, guys, because it's about to get on. Let's
but
see.
the hotel sent me a text. The night's over. I got plenty more questions.
We don't need no more questions.
The night's over. The hotel.
Let me say something.
We want to see.
Hold on.
This wouldn't happen. They said my uncle. I am not Mrs. Longshore. I said I'm gonna trade that mother in to be Mrs. King. Don't play with it.
Child.
I didn't even say anything. But if you over here talking to me, I'm talking back.
Come on.
Look at this. What part of America is that baby from? Texas, bitch.
Yeah.
They bring you down. You gotta learn something.
I'm done.
Look. That's enough. That's enough. Let me see what you guys are saying. For me, obviously, there's still feelings when it comes to Quad and Dr. G. Okay? Look, Coco, I agree. She definitely wanted that. Even King was like, why? You guys just saw she said, he's mad because you with me. And he like, why? So, yeah, she showed that she is jealous. I'm sorry. And when you're drunk, you speak your sober thoughts. Chronic, I agree. They just should have just stayed together, child. For real. Juju Beans, even when he told her, come on, you could tell there's a big, huge age gap. We know that there is about 20 years between Dr. G and Sweet Tea. And yeah, he summoned her like she was a little kid, okay? And the way he was yelling, no, sir. And then that continued when they got back up to the room. Then he left her in the room, said he was going for a walk. Quad and Dr. G are still bothered, okay? Very disrespectful. It really, really was. And I'm not going to say that I don't blame Quad for, because they came on her show. Married, though. Married. They came on her show just like Sonny and Moses. We're going to get into a little bit of that. But yeah, I probably would have, laid it a little thick. They asked how many times they have, do make out, per day. And King and Quad said 15 times a day. We know Quad And Dr. G, she said they went 3 years without doing something. So she said that. Then she was talking about how she want to have a baby and she can't wait and blah, blah, blah. And we know that she didn't want to have one with Dr. G. So it was a mess. It was a mess. We'll continue that conversation in one of our members only lives. But let's see. He was out of pocket, but if my man asked me to not engage, I would not engage, especially with his ex. Right, and I got it. It was just his delivery, Rolanda. But I understood him not want, because first of all, he know Quiet will tear 15 times a week. Thank you, not a day. Quiet will tear Sweet Tea a new one as far as with reads. Look at it, Sherry. It was good. It was good. They tried to replace her and take over the show. I agree. And look, what I'm not buying when it comes to Sweet Tea is she didn't watch the show. Baby, you was in that man's DMs with a whole baby emoji, okay? So you watched the show. You knew he wanted kids, all of the above. So I can't wait until next week. I can't wait. All right, let's move on. Let's move on to some Huntsville happenings. We're going to start this off with a quick little cackle. Quick little cackle. You guys know Martell suit. Shout out to the Facebook group. You guys know Martell's suit that he had on at the reunion. Well, child, they saying that man got that suit from AliExpress. AliExpress. If you look, shoot, I'm trying to put an overlay on it. But you guys see the little buttons going down and all of that. So I said, Ariana Curry must have been the one. Hold on, guys. Let me mute this phone. I said Ariana Curry must have been the one that styled him. We know she got her whole Airy Express. $18, y'all. $18. Martell whole suit. There it is on the screen. Okay, Big Body Bins. I'll check it out in a minute. $18. $18. Let me try to bring it up on my hold on, guys. On my Instagram. Put in the comment section if you guys think. Now look, Martell said that suit was so damn tight he couldn't even sit down. All of the above. Y'all think he got it from AliExpress? $18. And didn't he have on the blue one at the wedding? I mean, at the vow renewal? Child, when I tell you the budget has gone down, it has gone down. Do you hear me? Let me see what y'all saying. Baby, I cackled. Hold on one second. Shout out again to the Facebook group, the one that I like. No Restraints. I think that's it. Let's see. Hold on, guys. Oh, child. Okay. We got some exclusive Temu got them as well, child. Baby, when I tell you the budget when it comes to everything has gone down since Mel left his ass. The man is shopping off of AliExpress, $18. It looks like the same cut, especially with the pants. That's why they were so tight, all of that. So that's enough on that. Hold on now. Real quick, how much time we got? We got 30 minutes. I just snapped a picture. Big Body Benz, was it? What's your name? Big Body somebody. Baby, Miss Van called out Nell Fletcher. Let me email it to myself. Hold on. Hold on. We're going to put this right in our Huntsville happenings. Y'all know I can't talk and type at the same time. Miss Van. Oh, wow. And she's disappointed. My goodness. These people. Let me take this off the screen and see what you guys, sis, you say that's why his ass was scooting back in that chair. Couldn't he move, child? Girl, he knew them pants was about to just bust wide open, okay? wide open Ali Express. And I believe it. I really, really do. Let me see if this picture has come over of Ms. Van. I gotta airdrop it. Hold on. Ms. Van is disappointed with Nell Fletcher. We're gonna go ahead and jump right into that. But I do want to say shout out again to Melody Cherie for that amazing TikTok live that she had. All right, let me email this to myself from this phone. And then we're going to get into Carlos and Dustin. We're going to get into Destiny and Dion. And then we're also going to get in the hypocrisy when it comes to this clip that OWN released. What I'm sick of is, it's different rules applies, different strokes for different folks. Okay, let me download this. Here it is. This is reason number 500 why Nell left that show. And hold on. Thank you, Big Body, I think it was, that put that in my chat. All right, so 10 minutes ago, and I'll probably have to do a separate video on this too, because I don't want to rush through. To Nell Fletcher. She said, you said at that tennis match and you lied to me. Your mom, really? Shame on you. Shame on you. I hope it was worth it. I'm addressing it publicly because you tried it publicly. I know that's right, Miss Van. Stepping for her daughter. Stepping for her daughter. And I told you guys how I felt about the mentors and that BS. If anybody, Nell Fletcher, Chris Fletcher, any of you in the chat, prioritize somebody else higher than your dying parents, you're a fool. And that was straight BS. So yeah, I'm going to have to do a separate video for this because I'm going to go ahead and lay into the mentor. Ms. Van is absolutely right. She's absolutely right. She hope it's worth it. You done sold your soul for some damn reality TV and say that it was because of Mel you could have been spending time with your mama. You was a goddamn child. See, this gonna take me somewhere else. You a lie. And I touched on this the other night. Touched on it when we first saw the clip. When she said it during the season. You a damn lie. And that's just appalling to me to say, because that would be a heavy burden for somebody to carry around. So yeah, look out for my series of why Mel left. You'll get little tidbits like this. Reason number 50, reason number 100. They got 100 seasons. I can give you over 100 reasons, okay? So shout out to Miss Van for stepping for her daughter. I totally agree with you, Miss Van. I do. Shame on you, Nell Fletcher. Shame on you for selling your soul. Let's continue. But you guys drop down in the comments and let me know your thoughts on that. Yeah, she's an old, disgusting lie. I would never do that. Do you hear me? I would never put that on somebody else. Because, look, I'm just going to keep it real, Nell Fletcher. And I'll put this in a video as well. If you did, you didn't give a damn about your mom. And according to what's out here in these streets, according to Lexi, I'm going to leave it right there. Because I got to finish catching. I got to finish catching up on that as well. If you did, you didn't care about your mama. Don't put that on Mel. Come on now. I said that the other day, MD Hill. I already got Chris lack of mentor ass in my recap. Because he definitely co-signed it. Definitely co-signed it. Baby, that's what they need to name the show. if it does come back, just change the name to the deplorables, because that's all that's left. All of them. Okay. So we'll touch on that a little more because I don't want to rush through that. Write that down somewhere. Hold on. So you guys could give your thoughts on it as well. You guys know this is a power hour, so I press for time. But we'll cover that. We'll cover it for sure. Okay. And see, this is what I mean. I would love, I promise you guys, to be able to go live or make videos without pointing things out when it comes to this cast or the producer and his podcast mate. I would love if everything was positive, upbeat, how they all support each other, blah, blah, blah. You can't do that. If you're going to keep it real, you can't. So let's get into Carlos and Dustin. They got together last night, pre-recorded video like we knew it was going to be. How convenient, Carlos. And it was straight BS. I'm sorry. Carlos, I am sick of you with this expression that you have on your face right now. Because in that conversation, Dustin said, I'll give Dustin his props probably only on a couple things. Martell is dangerous. How many people got to tell you guys Martell is dangerous before you do something? And when Dustin was talking about how Martell is dangerous, Carlos had this look. Not, yeah, he can't say, yeah, I agree. Carlos can't say, yeah, I agree, because then the question will be, and it's always been for me, why is he still on the damn show? So, Dustin, you should have taken it a step further. That's your boy. And said, yeah, he shouldn't be on this show. Should have been said a long time ago. And maybe there would have been a little more peace when it comes to Melody Cherie. Carlos still is upset with the fans. You know, the real fans. The real fans, they ain't ran your numbers up. Okay? It's the content creators that was talking about that show, that the little ratings that you guys were able to hold on to. What real fans? The Raindrops? The T-Squad? So I'm sick of him trying to do that. Dustin, what I didn't like about what he had to say is basically blaming Mel. How Mel could have moved maybe just a little differently when it comes to that whole gossiping situation with Kimmy. That's bullshit, Dustin. And see, you started to talk about that, but you reeled yourself back in because you admitted, yeah, they have been talking about her and Martell's issue as well, but her and Martell brought it to the show. They talked about a lot of stuff that wasn't on the show as well from social media. We're going to get into that in a minute. So I didn't like that, but this is what pissed me off with Carlos. Carlos said, you know, I know people wanted to hear from me, but I get paid to host the reunion, and I'm not going to come out here and talk about things in advance, but I know people wanted to hear from me. Carlos, people didn't really want to hear from you. People really wanted you to take some action. People wanted you to fire that DVAB user that is on your show. You ain't have to come out here and say a damn thing. You could have done the same thing like Bravo. Same thing like Bravo when it comes to Kenya Moore. But you've done nothing and you will do nothing at all. What else, child? I think that's all I want to touch on when it comes to that that live. You know, it was BS. It really was. Another thing that they didn't touch on. They skirted right on over Martell and Reese, and his traveling. Now, if that would have been anybody else, they would have came out and said, you know that man cheating. Traveling where? How convenient. Again, how convenient. Carlos. Yeah, I may not be able to make them upset now, so we're going to stay away from that. So you guys can stay away from that. Because I remember Mel coming out talking about, you know, the things that was discussed on your podcast. but you can stay away from it when it comes to the Scotts. You know what? I am so disappointed in Dustin. And this is my last thing because I definitely got to move on. Carlos, we don't care about your sex life. You know, at the reunion, he said he's a top. In this one, him and Dustin was talking about licking and tongues and all of that. It is so unprofessional. Look, love who you love and do what you do. That's not what I'm saying. It's unprofessional. But I'm disappointed in Dustin. And look, a lot of people don't have to feel as strongly as I feel about the situation. But if you're going to come out here, at least come out here and be fair. I looked at a couple other content creators that's not in the Love and Marriage Huntsville sector, and they are on par, on trend, spot on, whatever I'm trying to say, when it comes to the male situation and Kimmy, when it comes to Martell shouldn't be on this damn show, all of that. Huge content creators. But Carlos will sit there and look crazy until next time when Martell is seen on our screen or whoever's screen, child. So that's that with that. Let's go ahead and get into somebody else and the hypocrisy. And that is none other than Destiny Payton. Destiny Payton. It's the audacity for me, Destiny. And I'm just going to keep it real. You know, we all fact check. A lot of us content creators. Some of us don't. Some of us do. And I'm tripping how they are trying to make a storyline when it comes to Destiny and her being upset with Sonny coming out here and speaking on or putting up a post on social media. Real quickly, let us not forget that Tisha and Martell a couple weeks ago said, now, anything on social media shouldn't be on the show. Well, Sonny made her post on social media. It's on the show. Destiny, a whole lot that you've done came from social media as well. That's been discussed on the show. But I'm going to play some audio only because this is On's Instagram page. And I want you guys to take a listen to this, and then I'll give my commentary on this. Hit the like button for me. Okay, that's not it. Hold on, guys. Where is it? Let me go to On Keeping It Real. On Keep It Real. Child, did they remove it just that quick? Hold on. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Dang, did they remove it? If they did, it's fine. I could tell you guys what happened, but I wanted to play you the audio. And it looks like it's gone. Let me try one other page. All right, one other page. I'm sorry, guys. Let's see if OMFG Reality TV picked it up yet. Okay, well, anyway, this coming Saturday, we will see an exchange between Destiny and Sonny. And Destiny is upset with Sonny because Sonny came out here and put up that Maury post. You guys remember that? It's on TikTok. Let me look real quick. Let me know if you remember when Sonny came out after an episode when it comes to Destiny. And Sonny did put up the Maury reference, I should say. And Destiny, we know that Sonny told us back then that Destiny ran to the producers and all of that.
I'm done. I don't want to talk.
See, I don't like TikTok. It starts. Hold on.
I lost respect for Martell.
Okay, I may not be able to do it, guys. Hold on. Because it's starting in the middle, and I don't have time for that. Yeah, so Destiny ran to the producers and everything else. And baby, the side eyes that Carlos King gave Sonny, we told you in the beginning that Carlos King was using you. And now he's discarded you. Now he's discarded you because we know that they did not offer Sonny a new season. But Destiny was upset. One thing I don't play about is my son. And Destiny, I can say the same thing when it comes to Mel. You put her kids on social media. You did that. Right there on your Instagram page, in your stories. Made sure to put each of her kids on video. You guys remember that? That's a little bit hypocrisy. Then we can go ahead and take it on because in that clip, Tisha was standing up for Destiny and saying, well, Sonny, you did put it up there, and Sonny this and Sonny that. And look, Tisha, we remember your mama right on this show. And Sonny, you was at the relaunching at Madani. We remember Wanda saying, find your baby daddy. And did that show on the show or what? Let me know. Was that not on the show? And did they call Wanda out like that? Did they hold her accountable like Carlos tried to with Sonny, like Tisha tried to with Sonny? They did not. And it's the hypocrisy for me. That's another reason why Mel left. That's another reason. And look, Sonny and Mel, both of you all, y'all didn't let loose for me on them folks. Now, Sonny, we've seen some of the things that you've come out here on social media, but even in that moment, you were supposed to say, well, wait a minute, Tisha, since you addressing me, didn't your mama say something about the paternity of Mel's youngest baby? And like I said, when it comes to Mel and Kimmy, Mel should have cut her up, especially about the disparaging of Maurice's character, because we know Kimmy rolling over and suffering through it, and that man saying that out of his mouth, that would have been my comeback. You know what I mean? Destiny last night with Dion, child playing that victim role. She called Mel delusional last night. She said that, well, since people want to talk about delusional, then Dion or somebody asked her a question as far as if she's been betrayed. Yes, I've been betrayed by two people. So we know that she's talking about Mel, and we know that she's talking about Sonny. And again, no accountability at all, because baby, betrayed, when we can go all the way back to Destiny telling Mel, girl, let me get off this phone. This Martell calling me while she was going through newly separated. That's betrayal. But I guess it's, forget everything that everybody else said. We are only going to focus on Mel or Sonny. It's garbage. It really, really is. And again, I'm so glad that Mel bounced. I really am. What else did Destiny say, child? She said that people will see that she will be vindicated. And when she said that, I took it as she's referencing this whole threesome plot. I wouldn't give a damn if her and Martell came up with it back then or now. That's a plot. She said that she was vindicated. And she said that because remember, 2 years ago, I was about to say something. So she's trying to act like this is what she was going to say 2 years ago. who knows what she was going to say 2 years ago, because it was only in her head. They stopped her. And I think it was more about the video than anything. But it's the forever victim for me when it comes to Destiny. And it is the hypocrisy when it comes to Carlos King. People aren't out here as content creators or over on TikTok or over on Instagram just making things up. And Sonny is a prime example. Carlos don't give a damn about nobody. Mel is a prime example, the prime example. Because again, she put him back on the map. She put him back on the map by way of reaching out to him, meeting with him, presenting ideas to him, and then Love and Marriage Huntsville is here. And if he could treat her that way, he don't care. He could care less about anybody. But it's the hypocrisy for me. Carlos King, I'm going to point this out, and I may have to do a whole separate video on this one as well. You, sir, were a part of that Revenge P plot as well. Whether you knew about it or not, you took Martell's word and you sat up there and questioned Mel about a tape of her, because Martell said, I got it on tape. You're a part of that as well. And I think that's another reason why he did not let Martell go. Because he know Martell talked about that to everybody, including him. Martell had to talk about it to Carlos. You know, they let Martell bring it up. But that's something that hurt us, hurt me as a woman, and it'll stay there forever. That man sitting there questioning her, how could you not remember Fellatio? So, am I shocked at Dustin and Carlos's little sit down? No, I'm not. They didn't touch on any real issues at all. And Dustin, how dare you, saying Mel could have taken the high road and told Kimmy it was something that I wanted to discuss, but for the respect that I have for you, I'm not going to talk about it. What? They've never had respect for her, ever. That was evident in that reunion of the first part the other day. Everybody sat there, either in silence or laughing. So she could bend over backwards for them, but get nothing in return from them. No. So, look, I think that Dustin, when it comes to him, I think that he is on the road to still being being a support system for his boy. And, you know, if that show hit the air next season, you know, he want to make sure that he sit right there. The only thing that I'll give him is him saying that Martell is dangerous. That's the only thing I'll give him. But Carlos King, you don't hear that. You know, people just delusional, deplorable fans. Is that delusional and deplorable for people to want somebody that was convicted of something gone from the show? No, not at all. When it comes to Destiny, child, I think they asked Dion, will she be on the show? And she said the offer would have to be right or something. Look, I'm already telling you guys everything. If that show hit the air for another season, will be fake and phony. And keep note of this. Keep it in your brain. And everybody is going to be so happy and get along and partying and business meeting. They still going to try to act like Mel was the reason for the tension, not Martell crazy ass. And don't be shocked if you see Stormy back. Stormy was at Trisha's birthday celebration, and they say that the Love and Marriage Huntsville cameras were there. Don't be shocked if we see old Stormy back on the screen. So it's all BS to me. My last little tidbit, Kimmy, they tearing you up everywhere. If you hear this, they tearing you up everywhere. They said Kimmy lets Maurice cheat respectfully. You guys know they was trying to say that about Mel, Destiny especially. Destiny know all the Mel and Martell business, don't she? Hey, Prince of Peace. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Absolutely. Absolutely. I hope that's in the work, Prince of Peace. You know, everybody on that stage. You know, you guys come and let me know because they already admitted it. So don't forget, child, I was looking at somebody's video. I saw a screenshot of my screen, but don't forget that Marceau came out and admitted that. Tisha came out and said, and the guys thought it. I saw somebody else saying, stop talking about the revenge piece. We will not. They keep rescheduling that court case. We're going to keep it active. We're going to keep it active until Martell ass get convicted. So whatever else that's new that come out or whatever, yeah, it's going to be talked about. But I agree with you, Prince of Peace. Marceau, Tisha. Look, I subpoena every damn body. Everybody. Carlos King. Again, Carlos said about the fellatio and all of that. So, you know, Marceau can come out and say, oh, I know we're not going to talk about social media, but y'all talk about social media. The whole revenge piece started on social media. It's crazy. But yeah, it's nothing set in stone, but Niecy D. But Stormy was at Trisha's birthday party, and I would not be shocked. Yet another reason to blame Mel. Oh, well, the only reason why I left because of Mel, but I'll come back. If she come back, I'm going to say, you a weakling. You're a weakling. Because Stormy, hold on, guys. Stormy talk all that crap and get active and all of that. And yeah, you better not ever come out here and say that the reason why you left Love and Marriage Huntsville was because of Mel. But will I be shocked if she pops up? Absolutely not. Do I think that Carlos already made a phone call? Possibly. So, you know, you just got to pay attention to folks' actions. And they've all shown Mel. So, again, we can go on and on and on as far as the reasons why she's gone. What's that, Mama, too? Thank you for the super chat. Get into Devil's Advocate. I hope I got into it, child. Thank you. Right, Chronicles of Kim K. I would not be shocked at all. At all. But Carlos is trash. Yes. I'm gonna put that back up. But I'll make a video because I want to go into this in detail. And then I want to make sure I got a couple clips of Nell Fletcher singing, and then a clip of Chris doubling down on that bullshit. That is so disgusting. That's so disgusting. Here it is, Prince of Peace. Here's my Miss Van's post. And I'll read it again on my way out. She said, you sat at that tennis match and you lied to me. Now, see if Carlos was fair and Mel's mom would have been shown on the show like she was. Her and Nell Fletcher could have had this exchange. Because obviously, Nell Fletcher told us something different at that tennis match. But she said, you sat at that tennis match and you lied. Your mom? Really? Shame on you. Shame on you. I hope it was worth it. She said, I'm addressing it publicly because you tried it publicly. Facts. Facts. Miss Van, holler if you need us. Just holler. Just holler. So that's great. That's bogus. I'm sorry. I was looking at somebody's comment and I want to tell them that was great. But that's bogus. It was low down. It was dirty. It was disgusting. And with friends like that, child, who need enemies, with mentors like that, who need mentors, I pass. Nell Fletcher know that that's something that should have stayed off of this show. She know that. So she did join the bandwagon against Mel and Chris with their tacky dress and asses. That outfit, that dress was a hot mess. Chris's suit was a hot mess. But baby, people sell their soul for reality TV, child. Yes, they do. 32 shots. I'm going to check it out. I think it was T from TV. I'm going to write it down. I'm going to check it out. And then I'll do a video and I'll have Miss Van's pop off in there. Go ahead and pop off, Miss Van. That's your daughter. And look, we don't blame you at all. At all. They removed the post. That's what I'm saying. They removed it. Removed that video. I don't know why. But anyway, guys, that is my power hour. I am so sorry that I did not get a chance to read a lot of you all's comments. But as I always say, drop down in the comments section. If it's anything and it's a lot that I didn't get to, put it in the comment section so I can read it and respond. Yeah, it's a mess, pretty eyes. It really, really is. But shout out to you guys. If I didn't say hello again. Look out for that video. I'll probably be recording something that'll drop probably later on tonight. And I got a couple more things. Huntsville news. Something that I'm really sitting on. So we'll talk about it. But I thank you guys. If you did not hit the like button on your way in, please hit the like button on your way out. Shout out to Miss Van, baby, stepping for her daughter. Period. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Bye.
Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. With QT. Chit chat 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 with QT.